Hello, I'm Tony Jacoby, Department Head for Mechanical Science and Engineering. Thank you for joining us for this celebration acknowledging the achievements of just a few of Mexi's outstanding alumni. Although we are still unable to gather in person for our typical celebratory banquet, that doesn't change how deeply proud I am of our alumni, who are such an important part of the Mexi community. Our alumni are moving the world forward in many ways. They're enhancing our reputation as well as creating their own. When our alumni enjoy accomplishments at the highest levels, the Mexi community is elevated as well. I am thrilled that the alumni we are recognizing today, for both this year and last, continue to hold Mexi and Illinois close as they accomplish so much in their careers. The Mexi Distinguished Alumni Award recognizes our alumni who have established careers and have served in a professional and technical capacity to honor the department and the university. To date, over 200 of our deserving alumni have received this award. The Mexi Outstanding Young Alumni Award recognizes alumni who have graduated from the department fewer than 10 years ago and who have embodied the department and the university's values in their professional careers. Now, without further ado, let's meet each of our honored alumni.
Eric Brown. Eric Brown earned 3 Mexi degrees in his time at Illinois: a bachelor's in mechanical engineering, a master's in theoretical and applied mechanics, and a PhD in theoretical and applied mechanics. After earning his PhD, Eric joined Los Alamos National Laboratory to continue his postdoctoral research. He has worked at Los Alamos ever since, and now holds the position of Division Director for its Explosive Science and Shock Physics Division. Eric's research in materials science spans fracture and damage of complex, heterogeneous polymers and polymer composites for energetic, reactive, and structural applications, including crystalline phase transitions, plasticity, dynamic loading conditions, and self-healing materials. Eric has also been a member of the Mexi Alumni Board in recent years and served as board president.
Hello, I'm Eric Brown. Thank you for selecting me as one of the 2020 University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign Mechanical Science and Engineering Department Distinguished Alumni. Having received my bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering in the then M&IE department and pursuing a PhD in theoretical and applied mechanics with Professor Nancy Sotos, the Mexi department has always been my academic home, and it's an honor to receive this award. It's even more humbling as I look back on past recipients of this award, including many people that have had a profound impact on my technical career, such as Mike Sutton, Bill Forney, and Chuck Taylor, largely through participation in the Society for Experimental Mechanics, professors who taught me, such as Don Carlson and George Costello, and many people that I had the opportunity to serve alongside with over the past 2 decades on the TAM and then the Mexi Alumni Board, such as Rick Verkert, Clay Nestor, and Karen Thole. My time at Illinois definitely taught me the rigors of science and engineering, but also taught me a tremendous amount about service. And for you students who are graduating this year or in coming years, I encourage you to think about those opportunities to give back and give service, whether to the department through things like the Alumni Board, through participation in technical societies, or through just the broader impact of the work we do on the broader world around us. As you're thinking about those impacts in the broader world, I encourage you to think about the deep importance of the decisions that you will make as a scientist and engineer. A recent excellent National Academy study highlights what they refer to as the glitter and the gutter of engineering, highlighting that both we contribute in amazing ways to things like the recent Perseverance rover landing on Mars, which many of my colleagues at Los Alamos National Lab contributed to, while at the same time the failures, as exemplified by the loss of power and water for many Texans due to a combination of engineering decisions, maintenance decisions, compounded by political and economic impacts, having real consequential negative impacts on our fellow Americans. So I encourage you as you graduate and go into the world to think about those opportunities for service, to think about the impact of the decisions that you're making. I'd also like to take a moment to congratulate other recipients at this MechSE award ceremony, and again, deeply thank you for being selected for this award.
Barry Butler. Barry Butler earned his PhD in mechanical engineering at Illinois and then embarked on a rich career in academia that has spanned more than 30 years. Barry is the president of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, where he's been since 2017. He oversees the flagship Embry-Riddle campus in Daytona Beach, Florida, and also coordinates with leadership roles at the university system's other campuses in Arizona and Singapore, and manages Embry-Riddle's global campus. Barry's own interest in aerospace began at a young age, fostered by his father's career in the Air Force, and he earned his bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering at Illinois. After receiving his PhD, Barry became an assistant professor at the University of Iowa and worked his way up, eventually becoming executive vice president and provost.
Hi. I'm sorry we can't get together to celebrate in person, but I want to say thank you to those who helped organize this virtual awards banquet video. I've been back to campus many times since completing my PhD in 1984, and while I always enjoy getting back to campus, what I really enjoy is visiting with the professors who helped me along the way. I want to say it's an honor to be selected for this award, and the list of others who've received it before me is quite impressive, so thank you for selecting me. The University of Illinois carries with it a very high level of respect, especially in engineering, and that has opened doors for me along the way. Thanks to my experiences in graduate school in what is then called mechanical and industrial engineering, I was able to identify a career path in higher education and research and really hit the ground running. At the top of the list of those I want to thank is my PhD advisor, Professor Herman. I actually started working for him as an undergraduate after having taken 2 of his classes. He hired me as a grader and eventually helping with his graduate students along the way, and then eventually recruiting me to stay for graduate education, which was really a turning point in my life. And for that, I want to say thank you. We continued to work actually after I completed my degree and moved on to the University of Iowa. In closing, what I want to say is that I've had a very productive and more importantly, enjoyable career in higher education. And I want to close by saying thank you to those in the department and at the University of Illinois for all that you did to help me along the way. The sooner we can put this pandemic in the rearview mirror, the sooner we can get back to life as normal. And I look forward to that day when I can return to Champaign-Urbana and visit again with the faculty and tour campus. I look forward to that day. Thank you very much.
Lee-San Po. Lee-San Po earned her bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering while double majoring in economics. She currently serves as vice president of Changi Airport Group, which is the managing and operating company of the world-class aviation hub, Singapore Changi Airport. After graduation, she returned to Singapore and spent 10 years as a search and rescue pilot flying Super Puma helicopters and was active in humanitarian disaster relief missions. Lee-San was then appointed as the first full-time female aide-de-camp to the President of Singapore, serving in the President's office from 2006 to 2010. After spending years in community service, Lee-San won the July 2020 Singapore general election and currently serves as a member of Parliament. She is currently deeply involved in advancing sustainability for fighting climate change.
Dear friends and fellow alumni of UIUC, hi, I'm Lee-San. Warm regards, 10,000 miles from Singapore to all of you. I hope everyone is keeping well and safe during these extraordinarily challenging times. Although we are not able to gather physically in campus, I'm glad for this opportunity to connect with you virtually. And I'd like to take this chance to thank the Department of Mechanical Science and Engineering for this huge honor to be named as one of the recipients of the Distinguished Alumni Award. Looking back some 27 years ago, in 1994, when I was still an 18-year-old student making my very first trip to the US, I had really no idea what to expect for my college life in UIUC. I only knew then that this was one of the top colleges in engineering in the US, and I would get to learn about how complex engineering systems work, and that was what had intrigued me. Of course, I also did not know that Illinois would be such a cold place in deep winter. For my whole life, I've been living in this sunshine-filled island state in equatorial Singapore. True enough, Illinois offered me an invaluable opportunity to learn in a broad-based manner. In my 4 years there, I managed to graduate with 2 degrees, one in mechanical engineering and one in economics. More importantly, being trained as an engineer and economist helped to open up many career opportunities for me. First as a military helicopter pilot, then an airport planner, and now a politician. Well, although I did not pursue an active career in engineering, I think that this very rigorous engineering course in UIUC had trained me well to solve problems in a systematic and logical manner. And I believe this is an important life skill that will continue to serve me well. So for this, I would like to thank our wonderful teachers and also my fellow classmates in UIUC during my time there. Once again, thank you so much for this tremendous honor, and I'm proud to be a member of the UIUC Mechanical Science and Engineering Alumni. Thank you all and wish you a very wonderful evening ahead.
Wendy Tier. Wendy Tier earned her bachelor's degree in engineering mechanics. After graduation, Wendy began her career with McDonnell Douglas Aircraft in 1988. The company merged with Boeing in 1998 to become the Boeing Company. Holding many roles at Boeing over the years, Wendy has worked with NASA Dryden engineers to pioneer titanium matrix composite structures. She has held key roles developing Boeing's bird of prey stealth technology, and she has combined constructive and virtual simulations to aid Boeing and the U.S. government to determine where to focus their investments. While working full-time, Wendy has earned advanced degrees from Washington University in St. Louis and from Purdue University. Still at Boeing to this day, Wendy began her current position as the Cruise Missile System International Execution Manager in October 2020.
Hi, I'm Wendy Tier. I'm truly humbled to accept a Distinguished Alumni Award from the Department of Mechanical Science and Engineering at the University of Illinois for 2020. I graduated from the Department of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics in December of 1987 with a bachelor's degree in engineering mechanics. About a month later, I started my career at McDonnell Douglas in St. Louis, Missouri. 33 years later, I'm still with the same company, now the Boeing Company, continuing my commitment to engineering excellence in support of national defense. My day-to-day job has changed significantly over the years, but the values and skills instilled at me at Illinois have remained the same. My degree from Illinois set me up perfectly for success in industry. The skills and challenges provided in my coursework and research helped me develop the base for future research, and the hard work and dedication required to complete my degree at Illinois helped me develop a work ethic that enabled success in my career. Along the way, I was influenced by key professors in the department, including Dr. Carlson, who encouraged us not to memorize dynamics formulas so that we didn't forget our own phone number, and Professor Phillips, who continually challenged me to strive for my own personal best. The skills, work ethic, and rigor I developed at Illinois have allowed me to continue to grow and achieve success in my career. I'm fortunate that Boeing values continued education and has supported me through several master's degree programs in engineering and international business. But of all the schools I've attended, Illinois, WashU, Purdue, and TS in the Netherlands, I'm proudest of my degree from Illinois. Thank you again for this honor, and I look forward to having the chance to getting back on campus again soon. Thank you.
Jean Tortorelli. Jean Tortorelli earned her bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. She also played for the women's basketball team while at Illinois. Jean is the director of nuclear fuel supply for Exelon. She started her career with Commonwealth Edison as a technical staff engineer. Her curiosity about how the plant's economic dispatch decisions were made pushed her to earn her MBA at University of Illinois, Chicago. She transitioned into a role as nuclear fuel buyer at ComEd and then joined the U.S. Enrichment Corporation, working on a team that took the Department of Energy's enrichment enterprise private. Jean developed a more efficient system for enriched uranium commerce that remains the international standard. More recently, she was part of an industry team formed to explain how international sanctions could disrupt the worldwide nuclear fuel landscape.
Hello, I'm Jean Tortorelli, and it's my great pleasure to accept the Distinguished Alumni Award in the Department of Mechanical Science and Engineering. Thank you to the department and to the selection committee and to Alec, who coordinated everything through this challenging year. I accept with deepest gratitude, and I'm truly humbled to be in the company of the other honorees who have also received this recognition. It means a lot. After I graduated and first started working in the Chicagoland area, there seemed to be a lot of U of I grads around, so maybe it didn't seem that special. But as time went on and after moving out east and traveling extensively for work, I began to realize that my experience at Illinois was very special. I found myself quietly implementing strategies that I learned and crediting the University of Illinois for both the technical foundation necessary to understand power in the economy and also the resiliency to keep moving forward during very challenging times. I also had many opportunities to educate folks about the highly ranked University of Illinois engineering program, and I'm proud to say that I'm a graduate of this program, and again, to be recognized by the program is truly an honor. I never imagined my education would lead me on the journey that I've been on to date. There's been no Nuclear Fuel 101 classes, but that's the thing, we learned how to learn. And I believe that when you attend a school that's committed to excellence and holds very high standards, and where continuous learning is ingrained in everything you do, the ability to embody those values in whatever you choose to do allows graduates of this program to do great things. Work has brought me back to Illinois, and I look forward to being more involved with the university and to work with current and future graduates to continue to leverage these values in the low-key yet effective Midwestern way. Thank you again.
Outstanding Young Alumni. Lance Hibbler. Lance Hibbler earned a master's degree in mechanical engineering in 2009, a master's degree in theoretical and applied mechanics, and a PhD in mechanical engineering with a concentration in computational science and engineering. While in Mexi, Lance worked on modeling continuous casting of steel, developing a technique for combining multiple physical phenomena into a single simulation. Lance was also the founding president of the graduate Mexi society, GRAMS, and was heavily involved in Pi Tau Sigma. Now, he is working for Intel using the computational process modeling skills and experiences he gained in Mexi to design, develop, and debug the computer chip manufacturing process. Lance started a fund through the Engineering Visionary Scholarship Initiative, which was inspired by his experience as a student here. Shawn Hopkins. Shawn Hopkins graduated with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. While at Illinois, Shawn participated in Alumni cycling and conducted undergraduate research. After graduation, he went to work for Navistar as a design engineer for military vehicles, and then moved to Dyson, where he worked as a quality engineer before landing his dream job at SRAM, a manufacturer of innovative bicycle components, including grip shift. At SRAM, Shawn works as a quality engineer, ensuring that their products are operating the way they should, both pre- and post-production. One particular project he worked on was to ensure that the wireless electronic shifting mechanism had a stable manufacturing process, one that would limit errors caused in production. Shawn said he uses much of what he learned on failures and fractures at Illinois in his current work.
When I was a kid, I told my mom I wanted to be an engineer. Yeah, I went through the gamut of firefighter, race car driver, astronaut, and any other profession that a kid rattles off when you ask them that age-old question, what do you want to be when you grow up? My mom, from then on out, made it her mission that I achieve this goal. She bought me Lego sets. She put me in after-school programs. She put me in summer programs when all I wanted to do was play outside. It wasn't until I was 17 where I discovered the MechSE program at the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign. I completed a high school program where I worked on the McCormick Place through a construction company called McFor West, and that set me on this trajectory to being admitted into the University of Illinois. I thought because it was a state school, this program shouldn't be too hard. I was smart, came from a top high school in Chicago, things would go well, and boy, was I wrong. It wasn't until that realization that I fully understood what the University of Illinois meant. It was this prestigious institution that on the surface, you think, oh, it's only 2 hours from Chicago. The school is just a state school. And then you get into your classes and you talk to the professors and you see the research and you feel their passion, and it's nothing but infectious. And the only thing that goes through your head is, I want to understand this world more. And I cannot say thank you enough to the professors, to the deans, faculty, TAs, staff. You all made this possible. I never thought I would be in this position. I didn't even think there was an award for young alumni. And honestly, I thought somebody was trying to steal my password when I first saw the email. I really want to thank my mom. I know it sounds like your typical athlete acceptance speech, but without her, I wouldn't be the man I am today. Without her, I wouldn't have this education. Without her, I wouldn't look at the world so compassionately and want to affect change for people that I may not even meet. I really want to thank the fellow students I had in NSBE, the National Society of Black Engineers, SHIP, the Society of Professional Engineers, and SWE, the Society of Women in Engineering. Without the students who helped me through, that helped me study, that stayed up with me all night to finish lab reports and study for midterms and study for finals, this was the core group of people who I struggled and bonded with, but also taught me so many different things about myself, ways of learning, and just the world around me. It's with the most amount of humility I have within me that I can say thank you. I never expected to be in this position in my life, and it goes without saying that without my education at the University of Illinois, I would never have realized the dream of becoming an engineer. So again, thank you everyone. I'm humbled to accept this, and I can't wait to continue to give back to the world. I really appreciate what this institution has given me.
Ritu Rama. Ritu Rama earned her master's degree and a PhD, both in mechanical engineering. While at Illinois, Ritu studied the use of biological materials in mechanical machines. She also worked on a variety of efforts to promote underrepresented minorities in STEM. She is currently a postdoctoral fellow at MIT, working on how to incorporate responsive functionalities into implantable devices so that they can sense and respond to individualized patient needs. She hopes to continue this research in her own lab. She is also working on a book about building with biology. Ritu has been named a L'Oreal Women in Science Fellow, earned a spot on Forbes' annual 30 Under 30 list, and has been recognized as a top 35 global innovator on the MIT Technology Review's 35 Under 35 list.
I'm so grateful to the MechSE department at the University of Illinois for the Outstanding Young Alumna Award. I remember attending my first MechSE banquet in 2014 when I first started in graduate school, and it's deeply meaningful to me to be able to return this year, even if only virtually. The academic and research training that I received in the Mexi department has been absolutely invaluable to my career. In collaboration with my advisor, Dean Rashid Bashir, and my co-advisor, Professor Tahir Saif, I studied how we could make robots move and walk around using living skeletal muscle. We showed that integrating biological materials into robots could mean that they could do things that traditional robots made out of synthetic materials couldn't do. They could exercise and get stronger or heal completely from damage. My time at Illinois really taught me to appreciate the value that biological materials can bring to mechanically engineered systems. And as a postdoctoral fellow at MIT, my work really builds on this idea by thinking about how we can integrate biological materials into the therapeutic medical devices that we implant in human beings. My advice for current MechSE students is to remember that science is a team sport. Cultivate your area of deep technical expertise and then complement that with the diverse expertise of other people in your team. And those kinds of amazing teammates are really easy to find at the Illinois MechSE department. Also remember to cherish and value the time that you spend at Illinois, even on the days when graduate school feels very difficult. I have the fondest memories of my time in Chambana, and I hope to be able to visit again very soon. So thank you again for this honor. I'm really, really grateful to be recognized by the MechSE department in this way.
Danny Tenei. Danny Tenei earned a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. While at Illinois, Danny participated in undergraduate research, helped start the Women in MechSE community, and served as part of a student advisory board for MechSE. She was president of ASME her senior year. Since graduation, Danny has worked for Microsoft in a variety of jobs. She started work as a supply-based engineer and then transferred into working with the assembly of designs. She mentioned that design for manufacturability, ME 270, really helped with this work. For the last 2 years, Danny has been working as a design engineer, focusing on Microsoft Surface products. She recently designed the magnet system which holds the Surface Duo closed and gives a satisfying click feel.
Hi, my name is Danny Tenei, and I am so honored to be accepting the 2021 Outstanding Young Alumni Award from the MechSE department. I'm a proud graduate of the class of 2015, and currently I work at Microsoft as a mechanical design engineer on the Surface team. My time at Illinois MechSE shaped the foundation of who I am as an engineer. I found my way into consumer electronics through my heat transfer professor's first lecture, where he held up a laptop and he highlighted the need for mechanical engineering in today's modern technology. The breadth of education and experience that I had at Illinois empowered me to explore in my career, having had experienced roles in operations, manufacturing, and mechanical design so far. When I think back to my time in MechSE, one word comes to mind: community. I learned the value of cultivating community through my involvement in ASME and with the Student Advisory Committee. I saw the direct impact in creating the energy required to solve really hard problems in a team. And I also learned the value of mentorship through the amazing staff and instructors in the MechSE department who supported me and pushed me to do my best always. So to the MechSE department, thank you for your continued emphasis on community. It makes all the difference.